You might know this would happen to me. Is this a comment you always make, whenever things went wrong? It's human nature to feel, when something bad has happened, that it may happen again. Your fear of it may cause you to picture the possibility of its repetition. And without knowing it, you have set forces in motion to get same conditions to you. Then, when another unhappy experience happened again, you said, you might know this would happen to me. Certainly. You knew it would happen. And it did. There is a great law of mind, like attracts like. Think good thoughts, you will eventually attract good things. Think bad thoughts, you will ultimately attract bad things. Simple. Easy to remember, but also easy to forget. Even though you know the consequences of keeping destructive, negative emotions, when fear and worry come to you, don't you often allow them to exist within your consciousness? We all do. That's why our prayers for deliverance from a difficult or distressing situation are not answered. You must prepare your mind to receive whatever you are asking, before you can attract it to you. How is this done? By giving yourself the right mental pictures to work with, reinforced by your faith in God. Check back now on some of your prayers that were not answered. How did you feel at the time? What were your thoughts? Did you picture clearly and calmly and confidently, in your mind's eye, what you wanted God to help you? Or through fear, did you keep on picturing the trouble you were in? If you did, then these very pictures only intensified your trouble, made it more a part of you. Every time your voice of fear talks to you while you are praying, pouring such hopeless, negative thoughts into your consciousness as, prayer won't do any good, you can't get out of this fix, it's going to be worse tomorrow, you can be sure that your troubles will not be relieved. The surest way in the world to attract trouble, is to picture the possibility of more trouble coming to you. When an architect draws a blueprint of a house, if he makes some mistakes in calculation or design, they will show up in the finished building. Because the builder will exactly follow the blueprint. The architect is supposed to know his business. You are supposed to know what you want in life. If your feelings get mixed up, through fear or worry, if you are indecisive, lacking in confidence or faith, judgment or experience, you won't be able to picture yourself doing or being or having the right things in your future. And as a consequence, you produce wrong blueprints to work on. Get this point clearly in mind, you supply the material, by the nature of your thoughts, out of which your creative power builds your future. If the material is inferior, comprised of mental pictures of failure, despair, defeat, and the like, you can readily see that only unhappy results can be materialized from them. If you are anticipating the worst while hoping for the best, you will get the worst. The things that happen to you are in direct accordance with the things where you place your faith. Your belief instructs your life to produce failure. Trouble is the product of wrong thinking. Straighten out your thinking and your troubles must vanish. They cannot continue to exist because they have been created and kept alive by wrong thinking, and a change of mental attitude always brings about a change of conditions and experiences. You cannot think love and hate at the same time. Either one or the other must dominate. So it is with every constructive or destructive feeling. There is a continuous battle going on in our consciousness for the ascendancy of good and bad feelings. As creatures of free will and free choice, it is up to us to develop and maintain emotional control. It is our job to conquer our fears and worries, our likes and dislikes, and to direct our desires into right channels. Once we do this, we begin to get right results in every department of our lives, things commence to happen as they should happen, success becomes a regular pattern, in place of failure. Because you have had an unfortunate experience, is no indication that this experience need be repeated in your future. Unless you start brooding about it, fearing its repetition, even inviting it by a continued picture of a like occurrence. Your feelings are dynamite. They have the power to make or break you. Take inventory of your feelings this very minute about others, about your problems, your future. Are you worried, apprehensive, resentful, fearful, when you should be relaxed, self-confident, in good spirits, filled with courage and faith? Whatever conditions you are facing at the moment, are the result of your past thinking, good and bad. These conditions cannot change until you have first changed your thinking. Do you wish to attract more trouble? You can easily do it. Just persist in maintaining a wrong mental attitude towards someone or some experience. That's all you need to do, and you'll see how quickly and positively this power within will serve you in reverse. Remember, you are the architect, and this power of TNT is the builder. It operates like a magnet, attracting to you what you picture. Things first happen in your mind before they can happen in this outer world. What are you picturing? Do you want it to happen? If not, you are the only who can prevent it. Your future success or failure is in your hands, where it should be. Don't ever say again, "You might know this would happen to me." Say instead, "I know only good is going to happen to me, because my thinking is right."